Who is the real power behind Pikeman on General Hospital? Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, General Hospital. I wasn't surprised at all when John revealed, in front of Anna, that the information he was holding over Jason's head was against Carly. I have thought that in my last two columns, as Jason would only work for the feds to save someone he truly cares about. I can already hear Carly saying when she eventually finds out how this is Nina's fault for keeping the truth about Sonny being alive from his family, forcing Carly into taking over the Corinthos family business. Unless these violations are from something else completely different, I'm a bit surprised that Anna hasn't suspected Valentine has taken over Pikeman. For weeks, she was all up in his business as to how much he was really involved in Pikeman. Just this week, John didn't want Anna involved in the investigation as she has ties with the WSB, and the ties between them and Pikeman go back to her time with the agency in the 80s. Big clue right there. Think Anna, who else was there? Friday's episode had Anna grilling Brennan, who it was lovely to see again, about who was running Pikeman now. Again, she's got the evidence staring in her face, not just about who's running the show now. But back then, she stated Brennan was rewarded for the failed ops, and the money that went missing back then likely became seed money for a deal with Pikeman. Who in the WSB would want to see the organization working with another organization dealing in weapons of terror? Who would be in a position to reward Brennan? How might that person be linked with the current head of Pikeman? It's Victor, Anna, Victor, and now Valentine. Which bears asking, is Victor really dead? Is he still out there and involved in Pikeman somehow? Meanwhile, John interrogating Drew about Jason was just a bizarre scene. Did we not earlier in the week see John force Jason into continuing to help him bring Pikeman down by acting as bait to draw someone in the organization out to try and take down Jason? Why then does he also seem hell-bent on taking Jason down too? What does he have against Drew? One thing I can't believe I'm going to say, I didn't mind Drew in those scenes. Maybe it's just because John was even more annoying than Drew. However, I also didn't mind the scenes between Drew and Nina this week. More on that later. Maybe it's just that Drew is actually tolerable when he's not Carl's little yapping chihuahua. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he's interesting either. Anna's lashing out at Sonny was an intense scene, but I have to wonder if she'll eventually change her mind about him when the truth about what Valentine's doing with his meds comes out. Speaking of his meds, a lot of viewers still suspect Ava might be involved, and the show seemed to give a little credence to that theory. Both Christina and Dante suddenly find the fact that Ava is still living with Sonny weird, and Dante plans to keep an eye on her. Nina's been given a lot of advice lately to move on from Sonny. A week or so ago, Valentine tried to convince Nina to move on, though we now understand why he also said he wasn't worthy of her, just like Sonny wasn't, because he's trying to take out her soon-to-be ex. Maxie also made it clear she misses the old Nina, not the one who made her entire life about being Mrs. Sonny Corinthos. Part of me still feels that when Sonny's meds issue is discovered, and he's back to thinking clearly, he'll regret pushing Nina, Michael, Carly, Jason, and others out of his life. He might even say, "What the hell was I thinking with Ava?" But by the time that happens, Nina may have moved.